Welcome back. Now is the time for us to start doing the rounds once again before we head off to Heimdallr. So let's speak to Instructor Sarah here. As always, good luck out there. The summer festival's almost here too, so go out and have some fun. Kind of doubting we'll have time to kick back and enjoy ourselves. Heimdallr is a sprawling metropolis after all. Well, you can do whatever you want, as long as you get results. I think you'll appreciate the lodgings we put you up in this time too. I mean, I certainly will. Yeah, triple dot. Sarah? Does she know something we don't? What's wrong? Heimdallr may be close, but it's still a long way to walk if you miss the train. And good luck out there. Boy! Your field study this month will take you to Heimdallr, correct? The heat these past weeks has been rather harsh, so please take care not to fall ill while you're there. Thanks for your concern. And also, thank you for taking care of Elise the other day. I merely did what any other person would. I am simply glad that she'd not come to any significant harm. Be sure to approach her, should you have the opportunity during your stay in Heimdallr. I'm sure that she would be overjoyed if you were to do so. Right. I'll do just that. Looks like Sharon's well aware of her feelings. She's teasing about that as well. Jeez. I hope you all enjoy your time in Heimdallr. I will look forward to your return in the meantime. My husband is away on business. The worst part of it all is that I completely forgot about our morning kiss before he left, too. Oh my. Now I'm too worried to focus on anything else. I hope he'll be okay. Can't say I've got any good memories of Heimdallr. Only ones I've got involve losing over and over and over again at the racetrack. Well, take care of yourselves. Feels like there's trouble on way. You'll all be in Heimdallr for your field study, won't you? Please pay a visit to our main branch while you're there if you find the time. It puts this store's selection to shame. If you have the time while you're in Heimdallr, please pay our main branch a visit. You may even have the chance to meet the store's owner, and he's quite the character. Good morning. You're studying in Heimdallr this month, right? Are you going to go see Princess Alfin at the summer festival? I'm so jealous. I'd really like to go and see her myself, but my dad won't let me. He says Heimdallr's too dangerous and busy for me to visit on my own. Princess Alfin is so charming and sophisticated. I want to be just like her when I get a little older. It's a shame I can't go to the summer festival to see her. Heading to Heimdallr, huh? That place is huge, let me tell you. I even got lost last time I was there. Make sure you've got everything you might need before you head off. Good morning, Celine. Meow. Huh? You seem kind of meeker than usual today. Did Emma catch you clawing the furniture and chew you out or something? Guess it's none of my business. Oh, I'm gonna sell that. Is this for me? Kinda feel bad taking it from you, but I'll be sure to make good use of it. What are you doing, Reen? You really should be leaving soon. Right, let's go. It definitely feels like summer now that the sunflowers are blooming. Adele said that she'll be going to the academy to take care of the flowers there. Makes me happy to see someone so dedicated to flowers. I'm planning on getting some new study material in for Kay. I'm not too sure what I should get for him though. Sticking to the basics and getting him some simple maths exercises might be best. Huh? So horse racing magazines run contests these days. Man, no, I'm jealous. Why didn't we have that kind of stuff when I was a student? Guess Crow's trying to win that prize. Sometimes I worry about how he's doing in school if he's got the time for all this kind of stuff. Yeah, I do worry about his grades. Yo, field study time, huh? Just about. But before I go, I wanted to thank you again for your help in the Old Schoolhouse. Don't worry about it. You've already thanked me like 20 times anyway. Tell you what, forget about the 50 mirror I owe you and we'll call it even. I think I'm the one who owes you now, to be honest. Also, what you saw down there. Sorry, man, I don't know what you're talking about. But more importantly, now we're out here, we gotta decide on which horse to back in the summer races. This one here looks good to me. Wanna get a second opinion? I don't think I can help with that. You know students aren't supposed to gamble, Crow. Who said anything about gambling? Oh, no. This is a contest with prizes. Nothing wrong with that. He's a nice guy, isn't he? He really is. I owe him one. I'm glad they brought up the 50 mirror. It's like, because that's the thing, it's like, it's just the idea of like, yeah, it's like, that should be the debt repaid, but okay, they're still carrying it on. It's that sort of thing of like, it was mentioned, that's fine. Well, good luck out there, troopers. I'll be waging my gallant battle. Okay, with the odds at the races back here while you're out doing your duty. Thanks. Nothing. You better watch out while you're in Heimdallr. Back when I lived there, I tried fishing in the castle moat. The guards ended up chasing me off. I figured they'd give a 5-year-old a break, but no, a 5-year-old. Sure, that moat is home to a bunch of good fish too. Maybe I should give it another shot, actually. No. Oh, how unfortunate. We can take some solace in the fact that he didn't suffer any serious injuries, but I am still concerned. Oh, Adios, please bless him with a speedy and complete recovery. Did someone have an accident? A bell. Yeah, I do want to know what happened there. Oh, Adios, please grant peace to all the lost souls. Please guide them to their final resting place. One of the purposes behind the summer festival is to celebrate the end of the War of the Lions. Many lives were lost during this period, and suffering and grief spread throughout the country. This is a part of our history that we must never forget. I will be offering up my prayers to Adios during the festival itself. Mass will be held all over the country during the first day of the summer festival, as a means of mourning the lost. You might want to make your way to Heimdallr Cathedral on that day if you have the opportunity. Assuming it's even there. Good morning, Monica. Sorry for unusual to see you here this early. Any particular reason? Good morning, Laura. I wanted to see you off today, so I decided to get up a bit earlier than usual. I see. You have my thanks then. Please be careful while you're gone. But don't worry about me. I'll be sure to keep practicing. Understood. I'll be sure to return safely. Make sure that you don't overexert yourself either. Please be careful while you're gone. Practicing non-stop until you get back too. It's rare to see you up this early, Patrick. What's the occasion? I have my reasons. How are you feeling after that whole ordeal? Huh? I'm fine, thanks. Might not have been if you weren't there to make sure Elise was safe, though. I really owe you for that. It was partly my fault that she was in danger to begin with. It was the very least I could do. Allow me to add that I do not intend to breathe a word of what I witnessed down there to anyone. I'd much rather settle things with you man to man, after all. Likewise. Is it just me? Or did his personality completely change? He's suddenly a decent person. Come to think of it, you're all going to Heimdallr, aren't you? I'll be attending the garden party the day after tomorrow myself. Seems like all of the big names are. But if that were the case, wouldn't Laura and Mango get invited too? Father hasn't even mentioned it this year. Same with my dad. I'm not interested in the guest list. One minor exception. Will your sister be in attendance, Schwarzer? Patrick, I think the two of us need to sit down and have a little talk. Then you can give me a nice, detailed explanation of why you would ever need access to that sort of information. I just found myself curious. I didn't mean anything by it. She's going to die single, isn't she? Damn it, V. Damn. But I like the fact, like, it rarely happens, but the text crawl slowed down when Marie was saying that, just to add emphasis. Like, nice. I'll be heading to Heimdallr the day after tomorrow too. Do try to stay focused during your field study. Additionally, please give Lady Elise my regards should your paths happen. Sorry, what was that? I didn't quite hear you there. Nothing, I said nothing. If you're looking for Lady Ferris, she has already departed for morning practice. She's such a hard worker. It's very rare to see a noble put forth as much effort as she does, to be perfectly honest. While she may try to hide it, Lady Ferris is an extremely hard worker. I do hope that her labors bear fruit. It's kind of weird when you think about it. That young lady claimed the door to the old schoolhouse was open. Are you completely sure you locked it? Could the lock have broken somehow? I better check up on that later. Might as well finish weeding that area while I'm over there too. Don't want to ruin the sights of summer with a lawn full of weeds? No, you wouldn't. No. I mean, it's obvious that Celine did it. We saw that. And we do know later it goes into the idea of why she did it. But I can't recall it ever explaining why it was a requirement. Like, clearly that's not how it was meant to function. So why did she have to do that? I can't remember why she had to. I'm gonna keep an eye on that, because that's something that's missing in my memories, even if it comes up at all. Rumour has it that Elise is going to Heimdallr Summer Festival. Well, I hope she enjoys it while she can. She will certainly be in for a shock when she returns to find that I have surpassed her. Yeah, the Summer Festival isn't why we're going to Heimdallr. Enjoy yourself while you can, Elise. When you return, my rise to power will turn your entire world upside down. Prepare yourself. Why aren't you telling her this? Yeah, like, why are you telling us? Why would we care? Everyone is practicing so hard that I felt as though I should put the effort into getting up early too. Low blood pressure does, however, make mornings something of a struggle. At least Emily seems happy. May take me quite some time to acclimate to this, however. Even with her low blood pressure, Theresia managed to make it out to practice this morning. What a beautiful display of willpower. How could you not be motivated after that? We're gonna have to change up our morning practice schedule when Elise gets back. Having so many of us here for morning practice really gets me going. Once Elise gets back, I think we might just need a schedule change. I used to think that horse races were just an excuse for people to gamble their money away. But now I think the racers themselves must be really into it. If I hadn't joined this club, I never would have realized that. Wonder what horse races are really like. Couldn't care less about the gambling or whatever, but I think the races would be fun to watch. When I hear of Heimdallr Summer Festival, it's impossible for me to not think of the summer races. Participating with Whitcomb in such a grand event is one of my longest held aspirations. Summer races are a competition in which only the swiftest of horses compete to see who stands above all others. Participating with Whitcomb in such a grand event is one of my longest held aspirations. Again? My month of cleaning is almost over. Soon the credits I lost by botching the Orbital Science exam will be all mine. Oh hey, Elliot. Did you see me wallowing misery over here and come to lend a helping hand? I would, but I'm actually kind of busy myself. We're actually about to head out to Heimdallr for our field study this month. Oh, lucky. You're just in time for the summer festival and everything. Wait, you're from there, right? How sweet. You'll even get to spend some time with your family. I hope so, but chances are we'll be so busy that I'll barely have the time to see them or the festival. Wow, when you put it that way, it doesn't sound fun at all. Well, good luck anyway. In the meantime, I'll be working hard to pick up garbage. Oh, I'm practicing for the concert once I'm done. All of a sudden, I appreciate the field study a whole lot more. Like, seriously, you've been doing this the whole month? You didn't get off at all? That reminds me, Bell never actually came back to the dorms yesterday. I waited for him for so long. Guess he must have spent the whole day getting things ready for the concert. Really? That's a little strange. Definitely curious, but I don't really have time to look into it. Yeah, I'm assuming he's in one of the beds in the medical area thing. What's it called? Medical room? Mint's volunteer work will finally be over this month. Can't believe I got dragged into this whole thing. Uncle Makarov, look! I'm flying on my broom! She just doesn't care, does she? Are we even related? I'll finally be free from this hell at the end of the month. Can't wait until I'm able to sleep in peace again. Oh, Fee! Do you have another field study today? Yep, I'll be back. Be safe. And don't fret, I'm sure your flowers will bloom soon enough. So try and focus on yourself for the time being. Thanks. Ooh. Fee's flowers are growing little by little. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, it's a part of that huge suit of armor you and Crow took care of. Principal Van Dyke asked me to take a look at it, so here I am. Have you figured out anything about it yet? Nope, I'm completely in the dark, to be honest. My first thought was that it was an artifact, but that doesn't seem right. An artifact? What's that? Artifacts are said to be relics of the ancient Sumerian civilization. They hold power that we could barely imagine, which means they usually end up in the church's custody. Jaegers get their hands on them once in a while too. Sometimes just to smuggle them to paying clients. Well, those are the basics. But do you think that suit of armor is different though? Yeah, most likely. It's made out of a material that I've never even heard of though. Part of me thinks that it might be the legendary fairy tempered metal you hear all the stories about. Impossible. This is one of the few cases where a theory like that couldn't be shot down. Either way, it's too early to say anything for sure. I'm going to need to keep analyzing it. Don't you worry, I'll get started in examining this right away. You just focus on your field study in Heimdallr for now. Thanks. Much appreciated. I'm curious myself, but I'm sure George will do great on his own. I'm still blown away that Elise came out of an encounter with something like this unscathed. We owe Ayo some big-time thanks. I couldn't agree more. By the way, thanks for helping me look for her. Did you really search everywhere around Trista? It was nothing. It'd be a blow to the heart of the Empire and such a beautiful flower were to be hurt, after all. I don't like where you're going with this. If you want to thank me, you should properly introduce the two of us. I barely even had the chance to speak to her after everything that went down. Once we're introduced, I can lean in and whisper sweet nothings into her ear, and then we can start exploring a deeper Stop. Just stop, please. My son, Greg, works in the capital, so I've heard all about how wild it gets during the summer festival. The first day in particular is always packed due to the parade. Take care over there. All those people in Heimdallr for the summer festival, there's bound to be trouble. Be careful while you're there. I'm glad your little sister didn't get hurt wandering into the old schoolhouse. Sounds like you were able to make up with her too. Make sure you take better care of her in future, okay? Family's important. Sorry for all the trouble. Still, they say you won't fight with someone you don't care about. That's a good sign, at least. I'm just glad your little sister was alright in the end. I wouldn't have figured you'd have to worry about your weapons in the capital. But Instructor Sarah informed me that there are indeed a few places in Heimdallr where monsters pop up. First I've ever heard of it, but it doesn't hurt to be ready just in case. Apparently monsters pop up here and there around Heimdallr. Not sure I buy that though. Looks like it's finally time for all of you to head to Heimdallr. I wish I could go. I really wanted to see the summer festival. Honestly, I'll be so busy over there that I'll be surprised if we even catch a glimpse of it. Why couldn't you attend this year? If I remember correctly, there aren't any classes on that day. Well, Angie did invite me. Still have a lot of work to finish, so I don't know if I'll be able to make it or not. Wow, you're busier than some of the faculty. Whether I'm there or not, just know that I'm cheering you all on. Good luck, everyone. Given all of this leftover work, might not make it to the summer festival. Well, either way, I'll be praying that you have a good field study. That massive suit of armor you discovered under the Old Schoolhouse certainly took me by surprise. Could it be an arcane creation of Dark Age alchemists? Or maybe it's related to the Great Knight of Legend? I can barely contain my curiosity. The capital is always packed during the summer festival. Try to get plenty of rest so you don't end up exhausting yourself. At the very least, you shouldn't have any trouble finding places to relax every so often. The festival's got more than its share of stalls, after all. Crepes. And ice cream. Oh, Elliot, how can I phrase this? Hebel is dead. Is something wrong, Instructor Mary? Oh, no. Now I think about it, you're leaving on your next field study today, aren't you? I had something to tell you in regards to the wind orchestra, but I had no mind. Just stay focused on your field study for now. Okay, then. Hope everything's okay. That would worry me. It's like, thanks, you just instilled worry in me for the entire field study. Best of luck on your field study, everyone. We'll all be cheering you on, apart from Hebel, who's dead. She seems a little nervous. I heard that you'll all be in Heimdallr for the commencement of the summer festival. However, do not forget that you are there for your studies. The festival is not a part of your curriculum. Carrying out the tasks assigned to you, however, is. Most importantly of all, do not forget that you are the face of our academy while you are there. Bear in mind that you're visiting Heimdallr to study, not to enjoy the festival. There may have been a certain second year who used a similar trip to ignore his studies, but don't you take after him. Goddammit, Crow. Given its importance and size, the Imperial capital is home to multiple military institutions. The HMP serves to maintain order and protect the citizens, while the Imperial Guard watches over the Imperial Palace. The RAP is headquartered there, as is the 1st Armored Division, which is tasked with defending the capital. Due to the summer festival, you can expect that there will be other organizations working behind the scenes. Yes, in other words, there'll be a lot for your cadets to take in while you're there. There'll likely be a multitude of military institutions working the summer festival from behind the scenes. Should be quite the learning experience for cadets like you. It seems that a lot of new mysteries were uncovered during this month's investigation. I can only presume that it is all related to the truth behind the Old Schoolhouse. Now the question remains as to whether or not said truth will be revealed. Reveal. Still, your field study should be your first priority, so leave the Old Schoolhouse to us. I wish you all the best of luck. I hope this has no effect on next month's performance. Instructor Beatrix herself said it's not entirely clear yet either. Oh, good morning. My apologies, I was caught in thought. Uh-oh. Well then, let us start heading off. And to Trista Station. Oh, you're all here. Ready to take off? Ready as we'll ever be. Alright, let's get our tickets at the counter then. Well, the capital's only half an hour west, so at least the fare should be cheap. That's what you think. It's finally time for us to set off to Heimdallr. We'll be at the same location this time, so, get in touch if anything happens, okay? Yeah, might be best to keep each other updated just in case. My apologies for concerning all of you. It's like I'm just too busy staring at this map now because it's like crossbow. It's right there. Crossbow in front of your face, Rain. Right in front of your face. It's a map of the Eastern Railway Network. Why just the Eastern? I can understand in retrospect to the game, etc., but why in terms of the station would you only show the East? Why? What are you saying? Well, at the same location this time, so get in touch if anything happens, okay? I'm not sure if I'll be much help, but it's always worth a shot. Good morning, Fee. Did you sleep well last night? It was okay, I guess. I see. This month's field study should prove different from usual, since both groups are being sent to the same city. Feel free to give us a call if you need anything, Laura. We may be in different groups this month, but we can still help. Thank you. Be sure to let us know if there's anything you need our help with. Looks like she's got a good handle on how to manage the awkwardness going on between those two. Don't hesitate to give us a call if anything happens. We may be in different groups this month, but we still be in the same city, so we're always ready to lend a helping hand. Indeed, indeed. Oh, God. Sometimes I think Melissa forgets that I'm the one who goes out and brings home the mirror. Her life wouldn't be nearly as comfortable if it weren't for me. Heimdallr sits at the very core of this country, geographically and politically. Seems like there's no better place to learn about the Empire. Yeah, you should be able to learn plenty while we're there. I grew up there, but I feel like going for a field study will let me see it from a whole new perspective. That certainly seems possible. Well, at any rate, we'd better brace ourselves. You never know what'll happen on these field studies. Indeed. Good luck with Laura and Fee, by the way. I trust you'll help them along while we're out there. I'll do what I can, at least. So, they decided to send us straight to Heimdallr for our next field study. Considering the size of the city, I can see our task being especially bothersome this time. I'm sure it'll be difficult, but do try to refrain from being an insufferable know-it-all while you're on home turf. I dare you to say that again. Calm down, you two. At any rate, it sounds as though this field study will be even more challenging than most. Be sure you've made ample preparations before we leave. Indeed. Right, so we'll end this part here. In the next part, we'll hop on the train to Heimdallr. Ta-ta for now.